Hello, all you amazing and wonderful people. Welcome back to the channel. I Stand Alone Gaming, and today we're going to be playing Digimon World 1. But with that being said, in this video, we're going to go ahead and discuss farming bits, or the currency that is in Digimon World 1. And the first thing that I would like to point out is if we go to Factorial Town, there are a few battles in here that give you a decent amount of money, and this is a good starting point for what we're about to go into. So, walk into Factorial Town and head towards where you meet Andromon, and just past there, you'll find a group of Platinum Sukamon. Now, if you defeat all three of them, they give you 9,999 bits. So I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick, show you what I mean, and then we will move on to our next part. Alright, so even though my guy wants to sleep, we're going to go ahead and show this real quick. So if we head into the area just past the Andromon location, you'll run into 3 Platinum Sukamons. Now, I'd highly recommend that you are prepared for this fight. It can be pretty difficult if you don't have a decent ultimate with a nice AoE move. So if we go ahead and show the results of this real quick, I'll show you what I mean. So let's go ahead and jump into this battle. I'll show you what we get at the end, and then I'll give you another alternate solution if this fight is too difficult for you. All right, so if you go ahead and win this fight against the 3 Platinum Sukamon, you can see that we get 9,990 bits. Now, may not seem like a lot, and honestly, in all intents and purposes, it's not. But if you can get this in one match, it is a very good start for what we're about to show you. If this does not help, I also have another solution. So I'll show you what I mean, and I'll see you guys in like 2 seconds. Alright, so those 3 Platinum Sukamon show up at night, past Andromon's shack here. If you come here during the day, you're right at Andromon's little shack, or wherever you want to call this, and there is a singular Platinum Sukamon here. So if you go ahead and jump into this fight, and you win, you will receive So as you can see, we received 3,300 bits from 1. So with that being said, if you go ahead and obtain up to about $10,000 worth of bits, or 10,000 bits, let's go ahead and autopilot back to town, and I'll show you what to do with these 10,000 bits. So you can keep doing that as long as you want. You don't have to stop at 10,000, but it's a good starting point, and I highly recommend doing at least 10 to 15,000. 15 would probably be better for what we're buying. But we're going to go ahead and show you what I mean. So let's head back down here to the shop, and all we have to do is buy medium recoveries. Now, for each one of these, you'll be gaining profit, but at the same time, it's not a lot of profit. So it's kind of an infinite money glitch, because technically you're making money every time you buy these. However, see how we were buying 42 at 22,000 bits, right? So we bought those. We were at 22,000. Keep that in mind as we progress into this next area, or this next step. Go ahead and say see ya. You could have it so that you save 2,000 bits. So if I wanted to here, let's go ahead. It'll make it easier, so I'm going to just do it anyway. Sell this restore. We got 2,000 bits. So we had technically 24. All right, so we started at 24. But we're going to end up spending that 2,000 to fly to Friesland. So let's go ahead and fly to Friesland. I've mentioned this in my playthrough. If you're interested in watching that, I'll post it up in the top right. But with that being said, we're going to be going to Friesland with Birdramon here. And Birdramon is going to take us to Friesland. And we're going to go to the Myojamon, however you pronounce his name. And we're going to do those trades. So let's head over there real quick. All right, so once we get down here, we go and talk to the Myojamon down here, I believe. Like so. And if you look, he lets us trade. So if you trade your medium recovery for the defense disc. Let's go ahead and do all of these. We're going to do 44 because that's how many we bought. We got 22,000 worth. So I'm going to go ahead and speed up to where we obtain all 44 defense discs. And then I'm going to show you what they sell for when we get back to the store. So I'll see you guys once that is done. And I'll show you how easy it is to get bits in this game. Alright, so we are back. Somehow I got myself stuck in this Myojamon, but that is irrelevant. So let's go ahead and show you what I mean. So we got 44 defense discs, as I promised. And if we go ahead and look at our bits, we have 1553. Now, the reason we have 1553 and not close to 0 is because I ended up having to get forced into a fight with 2 Ogremon as soon as I landed in Friesland. But we will subtract that 1553 from what we are about to make. Should be 22,000 we spent on the medium recoveries. So let's go ahead and autopilot and go back to the store. All right, so now that we are back to the store, all we have to go do is sell. And if we sell all of these recovery discs, or the defense discs, I'm sorry, they sell for 2,000 a piece. So if you remember, we bought the medium recoveries for 1,500, but they are now selling essentially for 2,000. So if we go ahead and sell all of these, you can see our money went up to 88,000. So we started with 22. We bought 44 of the... Actually, no, we bought them for 500 a piece, I think. Hold on. Let me go double check real quick. Oh, yeah. So we bought them for 500 a piece. So we quadrupled our money, essentially. All you have to do is keep buying these, selling them back. We can literally buy probably a full stack now, almost a full stack now. And if you really want to keep doing that, you can, and you'll quickly get bits. Now, if this is too cheesy for you and you want like a somewhat more legitimate thing you could do, you could go ahead and buy some regular meat here. We don't necessarily need 99, but I just want to prove a point. So we made that decent 88 grand, and that is very nice for sure. And if you can keep doing that up until you're maxed out in bits, if you really want to. There's other ways to cheat your way to getting max money, but if you're looking to do it somewhat legitimately, you're only using the in-game tools, you can buy those medium recoveries, transform into defense discs, and sell them, and you will quadruple your money. But if you're looking for a more legitimate and probably a little bit more slow and tedious way of doing it, you can fish for Digi Anchovies. Now, if you fish for Digi Anchovies, you're making even more profit because you're buying meat for 50. Granted, you could lose a meat if you're fishing, but if you go ahead and, catch a Digi Anchovy for each meat, the cost is 50 per meat. You'll be essentially making 19.50 per item that you sell because you'll be trading those in, the Digi Anchovies in, for discs as well, and the disc always sells for 2,000. So very nice ways to make bits. So yeah, we're just go ahead and show you real quick that I can catch a Digi Anchovy, sell it for trade it and then sell it for 2K, and then we'll move on to the next little tip. All right, so here we are. We got our Digi Anchovy, and we're going to go ahead and head back to Friesland, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, so here we are back at the Myojamon, and if we talk to him, we can see that Digi Anchovy gives us a speed disc. Say yes, and that sells for 2K. So we spent $50 on, or 50 bits on a piece of meat, and then we transformed that into $2,000 selling. So we're going to go ahead and sell that a little bit later, but there's one more thing that I want to show, and this is basically for newer players. So if you're just starting a new game, or pretty much if you just want free money, grab Digi Mushrooms. I cannot stress this enough. It seems like such a small thing. So if we talk to this Myojamon in this side over here, we can talk to him and he'll trade us Digi Mushrooms. Right? Digi Mushrooms for medium recovery. Now, if you remember, medium recovery can be transferred or traded then into the defense disc. So if we go ahead, you're literally getting free money every time you pick up the Digi Mushroom. So you can trade in all these Digi Mushrooms up to a defense disc. So pretty much every Digi Mushroom that you will ever pick up is potentially worth 2,000 bits. So keep that in mind as we're progressing through. So as I said, we got medium recoveries from the Digi Mushroom. So let's go ahead and talk to this guy, and here we can see take medium recoveries into defense disc yet again. See, the thing is, if you already have money, you can go ahead and do the medium recovery to the defense disc. If you don't have money and you're working with bare nothing or minimum, pick up some Digi Mushrooms, get 2K, start buying medium recoveries, and then trading them for defense discs. Then once you go back to the city, we can now sell. Now that we are back here in the city, we can now sell the S defense disc that we got from the Digi Mushrooms originally. Got about 10 grand just from 5 Digi Mushrooms, right? And then we can also sell the speed disc that we got from the Digi Anchovy that we got off a $50 piece or 50-bit piece of meat. So plenty of ways to make money in this game. But the easiest way by far is to just buy medium recoveries. Just buy a boatload of them, buy all you can, go transfer them over into the defense disc, come back, sell them, quadruple your money. Only downside, or the only restriction, is that you can only carry 99 of an item at a time. So you can only trade and sell 99 at a time. So you'd have to make multiple trips. But as you can see, when I sold 44 of them, it made my money go up about 288. So if you do 99, do the math, it's about 180K per trip. And with that being said, that is the easiest and legitimate way to make cash in Digimon World 1. So if this video helped you, please leave a like. Or if you just want to see more of my content, please subscribe to my channel. But with that being said, thank you for your time, thank you for watching, and I really hope to see you in the next video. Take care.